Boom! Welcome back
Hi!
to yet another episode of the Good Vibrations Only podcast. Brought to maybe
Soon?
what? Boom! Y'all stay tuned, man. Okay, FJ.
Yes.
Today, who do we finally have on our podcast?
I'm very just tempted to say his Instagram name.
That's not
Can I? Do you mind?
Please.
Okay. We have Omoko
Omoko!
on our podcast.
Omoko,
Yeah.
aka Marcus.
Correct, but
Boom.
Omoko
Yes.
and I mean Omoko and we go way back. He's actually been shopping with us since 2018. I actually remember
4 years, yeah.
I actually remember the very first
Yeah,
time he
same,
came to the
same.
store. You were a young boy. Okay, I would remember
I'm still young, sir.
I mean, yeah, oh my
Still
god, I'm
young,
so
still
sorry.
young, 100%. Definitely still young.
We will let him in. Okay, wait. Should I just?
We say our perspective
Okay.
first. So
What do you remember?
I recall that this was 2018. When we first opened, probably like the first few days. I think it was like either third or fourth day. I can't remember. So that was it was an afternoon. It's a weekday afternoon if I'm not wrong. And after you entered, and then you were alone in the store with us.
No, he came with a friend.
Oh, I did.
Was that the
No.
first? No. First time haven't.
Did I?
First time haven't.
Okay,
First time
okay.
he came alone.
Yeah.
The
It was
very-
a subsequent. It was
Yeah.
a subsequent.
God, that one. Now we can say, well, we did it. But anyways, but okay. So what happened was, So Marcus came down on one fine afternoon, and then he was alone in the store with us, and then he was pacing the shop up and down, just going through stuff. And then after he came out to the counter, I remember he said like, and this was, but bear in mind that this was like our fourth day or third day. You know, when we first started, we also just new, trying to learn the market or whatnot, like just trying to go through the process. And then Marcus, he just pacing up and down. He came up to us, yo guys, like I've been waiting for Singapore to have like something like that, man. Yo, and then he was so excited and it was so infectious because like wow, we like this was I would say since we opened that first few days, right? Like you're the only person that really came up to us with so much like passion and enthusiasm.
No way.
No, really,
How
really.
can
Like as in, and of course maybe at that point of time it was like you were alone with us in the store, so we really felt that at full force, right? And then after that, obviously,
I was damn excited.
Dude.
See a store like that.
And after that, okay, I remember. So okay, then this is the crazy thing about Marcus. So Marcus bought a bunch of stuff. I remember before he left, so he took a Insta story of us. I remember we were at there. Then after that, we just like we wave into the camera. Okay, so we thought that was that lah. We are a bit older than Marcus lah. So obviously we do not know like the youngsters, right, and whatnot. So okay, then Marcus left, right? The subsequent days, I would say even I'll go as far as to say probably the next week or 2 weeks.
Oh, I remember hearing this story.
It's crazy, dude. Like we had like people coming in, like streams of people coming in, and then this was after Marcus posted on his Insta story, right? And then
We will always ask.
we always ask,
I had to.
in the beginning, we always ask customers like, hey, or how do y'all hear about us? Because in the beginning, we didn't do like any ads or whatnot. Really, we just really did what we had to. We only two of us. We had so much things to do, right? So there was a period of time. I remember it was a weekend, and then we were just like asking one customer like, oh, hey, how do you hear about us? Then shop was full. Then we like, oh, how do you hear about us? Then they say, a friend. We saw a friend's Insta story. Then we came out check out. Then say, oh, who's your friend? Then they say Marcus. Then like Marcus, who's here? Then like at the beginning,
there are a lot of Marcus ma.
No, but then
Most common
your
name.
previous.
Name was not Omoko.
I think it was Come True Marcus.
Yes.
That's the one,
Yes.
yeah.
Correct. So okay. Then as much as okay, we remember Marcus as the character. Wow, he really very excited and everything. But obviously after a lot of people, and then they say Marcus. Then it took us a while. Like, okay, FJ Marcus. Then after you say come to Marcus. Then we're like, yes, come to Marcus. Then after that, okay, when we said come to Marcus, right? Everyone around the store, right, just turn around. Then they say, we also know,
I still have a hard time believing this.
It's
But what the
serious.
hell,
This one no joke. It's like, come to Marcus. Then we're like, what is this going on, sia? Like, who who is this guy? Then after that, we were saying like, oh, we want to put like your photo up in front of like the store there.
Like President.
Yeah, like President
Lee Hsien
Lim,
Loong.
Yeah.
Halima Marcus.
Yes, correct. Then we want to pray to you every morning. Like that was the first, I guess, like interaction with Marcus lah, you know, and ever since, I think, yeah, we sort of have a bond every time that, you know, he's free, he'll swing by.
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, come through, man, come through, Marcus.
Yeah.
Boom.
Showing love since
Thanks,
day
bro.
one.
Yes, 100%.
I was a temporary marketing team for the first week.
Dude.
He didn't know it then, but
No, I didn't even. I wasn't even trying. I just like, hey guys, go check out the store. Y'all cover love. Everyone I see, I just do that because
Thanks, brother. Means a lot, man.
because y'all were the first few to do something like that, ma. So I just had to share with everyone. I remember I shared with everyone. Everyone went. Everyone was like, hopefully they caught a lot of shit lah.
they
but,
did. I mean, thanks to you, we really got our name out, and then obviously subsequently throughout the years, the
Yeah.
4 years that we've been here, he's become a friend as well.
Of course, 100%.
And then
Yes.
we've seen him, you know,
Close
graduate
friend.
from poly and everything. But so that is our introduction
Yes,
of Marcus.
Marcus.
But Marcus, can you just tell us, like, you know, like your name?
Yes.
Lame. I just literally said, Marcus, can you tell us your name?
Yes, sir.
And then like what are you doing now and stuff like that. Just a very short introduction of yourself.
Can. So, Marcus, 24 this year, turning 24 this September.
Let's go.
I'm currently not doing anything. I'm taking a gap year, just breezing
He's
through
doing
life
a lot of
bit.
things actually.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
he's
yeah,
actually doing a lot of
I-
things. Yes.
Background lah. And I run a side business. It's called Kumatora SG.
Boom, over here, link down
Yes.
below. So, what is Kumatora SG?
Okay, Kumatora SG is actually we specialize in selling anime tees because you all
He's
love
an
anime,
guy, man.
and I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm sure definitely some of our audience will definitely be familiar, especially again like what Marcus said. If you're into anime, you probably heard of Kumotora, right? So how long have you been running like Kumotora? Like
Since right before I enlisted, I believe, yes.
okay.
Because Kumotora was actually supposed to be a vintage shop, not gonna lie. But I pondered over it for a very long time before army, like a lot of people doing like how can I like bring something to the table lah? And I thought about it
And also
while I was watching anime.
And
Yeah,
also focusing on your interest.
correct. Like I was watching anime, so I was like, hey, why not? Let me go and see what's up. Like I'm sure there's anime tees back then also. I've seen a few anime tees in the store also last time. So I went online and shout out to OG anime archive pages like Ethereal
Let's go.
Studios right now, Ethereal Studios. And a bunch of them. I went to Instagram. There was a whole community, and I actually joined the community. I made a Instagram page, and like I just brought in a lot of anime tees, a lot of vintage anime tees. I started with a lot of vintage anime tees.
Yep.
Yeah, inspired by y'all lah, vintage lah. And like I went to see like online, like, and also through a few connections online lah. Like there were a lot of nice anime tees that are available in the West,
Right.
available in other Asian countries,
Yeah.
but not in Singapore. So it's a bit funny because the love for anime in Singapore is so big, actually.
Yeah.
The cosplay community is crazy. The
Shout out to the
EFA
cosplay
area.
community, man.
Shout out, man. And
Boom.
like anime, manga, and like literally at least 50% of the people I know, they are either into anime or manga. So I thought about it like, okay lah, just do it lah.
Yeah.
And let me just try to bring in stuff. Oh, I think someone will buy this. I won't wear it, but okay, someone will buy. So
Right.
let me bring in. This one. Oh, my friend would like. I show. Do you think nice or not? Okay, I bring it in. And before I know it, right, my whole house is a garage. Like a whole warehouse.
I think I roughly
sure-
seen a bit last time.
I'm sure y'all can relate lah. I mean,
Boom, 100%.
yeah.
Dude, so
Yeah, man.
I mean, okay. Before we get into like detail of like your anime and manga and how you like got started like liking it, what actually do you do prior to NS and Kumotora? So like for school wise lah, like the
I
what do you
was
study?
I was actually in RP. So shout out to all my RP people
Hey.
lah.
RP,
I was in Infocom, School of Infocom. I actually did 3D animation. I did a lot of Adobe. It's like a half design, half 3D course.
Okay.
And yeah, just I honestly I didn't follow up much with the course lah. Like I studied there for 3 years and like I didn't follow up at all. I'm not even doing that shit right now.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
But then what would you say your biggest like takeaway was from like in school?
In school, my
Like the past 2
biggest.
years. Like say even aside from the course, okay, didn't take anything away from the course or whatever, but
Yeah.
what on a personal level.
I already know my answer, man. It's my bloody friends, man. Yeah, shout out to Hooch, that's like my clique name. Yeah, those are the biggest takeaway from poly. Like we're still in touch, so yeah, man. Shout out to them. Yeah, just my friends.
It's
just
really
my
like the
friends.
memories made
Yeah.
during those period of time.
Poly, like a lot of people
Best
say
time of your
lah.
life?
Yeah, best time of life. I'll debate it between primary school and poly because
Okay.
those two are the.
Yeah, wow.
I
Hey,
still keep in touch with my primary school
later
friends,
must
man.
share.
Yeah, will do.
Oh,
Like,
legend this guy.
yeah.
Boom.
Boom. But yeah.
Okay, nice. So I think the next stage, I think also, when did your interest in like anime and like manga begin? Can you like you recall like back, way back?
Okay, I didn't start off that early. I started off about primary 6, sec 1.
Okay lah, yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. I was around there. Like before that, it was a lot of cartoons, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and all
Shout
that.
outs,
Lah,
man.
you know, it's all those cartoon stuff. Lah. I watched Kamen Rider. Yeah,
let's go, Kamen Rider,
We
boom.
both know. We both know about
Let's
that.
go.
Kamen Rider Blade, man.
Yes. That's a lot of the voice.
Yeah, last time I had the whole
Yeah, man.
King Sword, bro. Oh,
Yeah. So can you remember like in the past, right? Like what is your first anime that you like got exposed to in your recollection, lah? Like
in my recollection, I know for sure it's Kaicho wa Maid Sama lah. It's like
boom.
yeah, it's OG.
Yeah.
Romance, high school shit lah. It was good. But the one that really hit me,
Oh,
like my first shonen lah, Naruto, man.
Let's
Naruto,
go.
man. He knows lah.
Boom.
Like I'm the biggest Naruto fan.
really, he really is. He really is. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Man.
I actually have like because I'm such a nostalgia based person lah. Like until now, I still absolutely love Naruto, even though the sequel is probably shit lah. But
But is it
hey,
though? Is it though?
no,
Set the record
it's-
straight.
It is lah. I can't cap lah.
I
Like
understand.
Boruto anime is bad. The manga is good, so let me give it that lah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, like if you see on even on Kumotora, right, I bring a lot of Naruto. Like I'm a bit biased to that, so to all my One Piece fans, like I've been bringing in a lot of One Piece lah. So please look forward. Don't worry.
Boom.
I know it's always the One Piece and Naruto saga.
Boom. Yeah, but the era of the big three, lah.
Yeah, the era of the big three.
Man,
The era of the big
okay.
three.
So, what do you?
Naruto, One Piece, and
Bleach?
Mm-hmm.
Bleach. Yeah, and Bleach is making a comeback.
You'll have it here somewhere,
The mangas. Up there.
somewhere.
Yes, sir. Okay, then I mean, you also I think with all like the interest with like anime since the past, and obviously with your combining it with like your interest in vintage of course, and then going into your sort of like your specialty, your niche, right?
Mm-hmm.
You recently held an event
Yes.
the Anime Flea Rakuen.
Rakuen.
Can you please
Correct.
tell us more about it? We'll include like images over here.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
So Anime Flea Rakuen I planned it for like about a year because I really wanted to like have a space because the online reception has always been very welcoming. Like I always talk to a lot of customers and like I'm always popping up here and there like in different spaces, but never my own space. So after 1 year, after finding a really good space, shout out to Uncle Johnny lah.
Hey, shouts to Uncle Johnny.
My,
man.
my literally my benefactor, man. Help me secure a very good space, and like we just ran with it. The moment I got introduced to the space, we just ran with it, and yeah, that's how Anime Flea Rakuen came about. And
Tell us a bit more. Like how long do you take to sort of like get it from ideation to maybe like execution, like the official? How long did it?
I was around like asking people like especially customers like, hey, do you have like a favorite shop in Singapore that does anime or manga? It doesn't even matter because I'm not that into the like acrylic drawings and all that in Singapore. Those are the more popular ones. Like because I only sell t-shirts. I like t-shirts, man. So I went around asking, and I saw a lot of very potentially like good shops lah. That I felt like could bode well with the event in Anime Flea Rakuen, and like I just DM them like people like Quinton from Otaku Hoodies. Like I hit him up. It was like people that like just started their page only. They barely had 20 followers.
Okay.
yeah, people like Abu Babu Arts, who's already had her own acrylic drawing going on, and it's like damn popular. Shouts to Drew lah. She's also my designer. Okay,
Boom,
deviate
shout
a bit. She's also my designer for Kumatora when we did
Boom.
our own bootlegs. So
This is Kumotora's
man.
Attack on Titan bootleg shirt.
yeah, if y'all know,
Boom.
y'all know all the Attack on Titan shirts. So
Boom.
Yeah.
Sasageo, man.
yeah, man, and yeah, it's like I just did it all. I didn't. You talked about ideation. It's funny because like I just know for one whole year I want to do it. But a lot of times talking about space, talking about limitations. Like I wouldn't want to do it on my own because I know me myself doing an event, it would not be enough.
Okay.
Like to gather a lot of people. I want it to be like a small little community with a few vendors and all. And so when I chopped it up with a few of them, I told them, hey, let's make a Telegram group lah. Let's discuss this. I have this idea. Like I don't think Singapore there's only AFA going on, so there's not really something like a flea like really on the ground kind of stuff.
Dedicated to this subculture lah.
Yes, exactly. Like I want it to be really on the ground, really like comfortable lah for people to walk in, walk out as and when they want, And that's why we had cosplayers there also, and
Madness, dude. Like I was there.
yeah.
Dude, the whole, what do you call it? The atrium. The atrium area.
yeah, the atrium area.
Nuts, dude.
I
Honestly,
didn't expect it. That was one of the top 5 most shocking moments of my life.
Dude, top
I didn't expect that.
Dude, I was on the
shout out
way.
to the cosplay community. Yeah.
Shout out to the cosplay community.
Yeah.
When I was on the way to Marcus's event, right? I was just like walking through the atrium. Actually, not even the atrium. The outside already. I saw like so many different cosplayers like gathering. So I thought like, this is an event on its own, or is it like related to yours? That like in the beginning, then I was just like, wait a minute. When I entered the atrium, I was like, no way. Like this is a cosplay event, dude. Like. We have like photographers, people going up to cosplayers to take photo.
They went off, man. They went off on their own.
Boom. It's all Marcus's event. Yes.
We were just I was just chatting with Marcus also before like the podcast started, and I was just asking him briefly about the thing, because that was it a weekend that happened. Because I was working that weekend, and then we had customers who just came from, and then they were like, oh, I just came from this like anime event at like Kallang. And I was like, oh, what's it called? I was like, I'm not very sure, like some anime festival. So I immediately just thought it was the AFA, right?
Dude,
so
if you told me it was AFA, I would have believed it was AFA.
For the longest time, I believe it was AFA. Because then subsequently on TikTok as well, I saw people like taking videos, and it was like so many people. And even until then, I didn't know it was Marcus's event until like maybe a week ago or so. Then I realized, oh, that was the event that he.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, but then I didn't realize it was the same event because it was okay. Not that I don't believe Marcus' event will be so huge, but it was so huge to the point.
I didn't believe it myself, so.
So then we had customers also saying, oh, I'm going to this anime event at Kallang after this. I was like, okay, go have fun. I heard a lot of people have fun over there. Then oh my god, it's your event. Amazing, Marcus.
I'm humbled lah, but it's not me, man. It's like the whole community. Shouts to them lah. They came down, and like I was so shocked because I was like, okay, I hope people come down lah, because it's a very big space. Yeah. Like, we're all like, we're hoping it pop off lah, and it did lah. Like it went off on its own. Like nowadays TikTok and all that stuff yeah, it's the word of mouth thing. Like someone made a TikTok. Shouts to that girl lah. She was like compiling a lot of information about how events are starting up. The COVID restrictions are getting lifted. Yeah. So then they were talking about how there's a next cosplay event at Anime Flea Rakuen. I also head down to come down. It's more like a flea. She did say that. Right. Yeah, and like the word just. No, I didn't know her. So shout out to her, man. Like she just. Yeah, she just gave the word. Yeah, she put the word out there. She really put the word out there, and like after that, TikTok just like took off on its own, and everyone just came down.
Dude, it was insane. It was like wow, all sorts of. Dude, I saw a person dressed up as a Kamen Rider also. Yeah, Kamen Rider Ryuki.
I never see, bro.
It's not just you.
No, it's not me. Dude, literally, he was in the Kamen Rider night, and it was nuts lah. It was crazy, dude.
Bro, you should have called me, yeah.
Crazy.
I would have. We should have got a picture lah. Then we like.
When I left the event, I was going to escalator, and I was like just scanning through, right? Like, dude, that's a Kamen Rider. But I was like, everyone's taking a picture of him, so.
Of course, bro. Like, Kamen Rider, man.
Nuts, man. Okay, so.
At this point, can you tell us whether it will happen again, or is that something that you can?
We'll leave
it to the
end. You think about it?
Okay. Mystery is a bit.
the next round. So we finished the sort of like the part 1, right? Now we're going with the Spitfire round.
I'm ready, man. I'm
FJ
ready.
will explain to you, and FJ will take it away.
Spitfire Round is very easy, okay? I'm just gonna give you 2 options, this or that, and then you're gonna say the first thing that comes to your mind. And then if you want to do a little bit of elaboration, that's okay. You can just explain
Just
your
a little
point.
bit.
Okay, so we'll just start off really simple. Do we prefer the beach or the mountains?
Oh, definitely the mountains, man.
mountains.
I can't wait to see the mountains when I head to Paris, lah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. When are you
Tur-
headed?
Okay, not really in Paris because I'm touring Europe, but yeah.
Oh wow, that's
How long
Okay,
you
okay.
going away?
3 weeks, 3 weeks, yeah. That's why I literally having a gap year, lah. I'm just like going out
just
there.
go out and have fun.
Yeah,
See
life
the
has been
world,
fast, man. Life has been fast for everyone. Everyone's burnt out, man. So like, I'm just going.
Exactly. Then do we prefer daytime or nighttime?
It used to be night, but right now it's day.
Okay.
Right now it's
Why
daytime.
why the sudden shift? Or the shift in...
No, I feel more alive when I wake up early in the morning to get stuff done, lah. So
Right.
much more productive, you know.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if you see my story, lah.
Why
Go-
you fist bump him? You're really a night guy.
Y'all have no choice. Y'all have no choice. They're busy people, man. They have no choice.
But recently you've been...
Okay,
very-
that's
Yeah, yeah. On and off, lah.
Good AM.
I've been enjoying, so sometimes I'm up late, sometimes I'm up early, but yeah.
Okay, but for the most part it's daytime.
Daytime. Definitely daytime, man.
Okay.
Get up early, man.
Cats or dogs?
Oh my god, most toughest question alive, eh.
Really?
Dogs lah.
Okay.
It's like a 49 to 51%, serious.
Close lah.
Very close.
Do you have
Love
cats
both.
at home?
No, I don't. My mom wants one lah, so
She
I
wants
almost.
a dog.
She
Wants a
does.
fish.
She prefers a cat lah.
Oh,
She prefers cat lah.
okay.
She I think she's a cat person.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to mom.
Coffee or tea?
Tea, definitely tea.
How do you
Coffee, I have a bad stomach lah, so no coffee for me. No
How do you
coffee.
like your
for me.
tea?
Wow.
Like those English breakfast?
Pu'er,
Pu'er,
Chinese,
that
you
kind,
know,
yeah.
at the dim sum, then you're like,
Correct.
get me the pu'er, man.
Correct.
Yeah.
This guy knows. This guy knows.
Work or play?
Play lah.
Fair?
Play, man.
City or countryside?
Countryside, man.
Countryside?
Countryside.
Okay.
Like to be away. In city the whole life. Yeah.
Okay. The next few questions are.
Don't worry. Your own opinion. Your own opinion.
Disclaimer: all opinions are Marcus's alone.
Valid.
Okay.
Valid.
I'm ready.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite anime / manga?
And or manga. Your personal favorite. Doesn't mean it's like the best, It's just your own personal favorite.
I'm very biased, but Berserk. Definitely
Fair.
Berserk.
R.I.P. Mira Sensei, man.
RP, man. It's coming back.
It's coming back,
Coming
yeah.
back. 24th
It's
June.
coming back.
Coming back.
I don't know whether,
Yo.
I mean a bit like digress, but I don't know whether it's a good thing to. I mean, obviously, the fans all rejoice, right?
I wouldn't blame the best friend. So okay,
know.
context is the
Yes.
best friend is taking up Kentaro Miura, a
He's also a manga
legend.
artist, lah. Yeah.
Oh, he is. I
Yes,
didn't know.
yes,
I thought he was
yeah.
just a best friend. So he's the only person who knows the ending of Berserk. So he thought like, okay, my best
Take up the
friend.
mental, lah.
Yeah, he took up the mentor, and I think it's a very tough decision. That's why they took 1 year
100%.
to like decide, and like I applaud it for him lah. So honestly, right now, if he screw up the legacy of Berserk, I won't see it that way.
It's just more of carrying on his torch.
Correct. It's like you just have to just so people know the end only. Whether is it carry out as well as can, which it will never be as well as him lah.
you never know
No one will
Sure.
admit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Even if it does become good, but yeah, I won't put it on him lah, because I feel like it's damn noble of him to continue his best friend's legacy. Where to find a best friend like that?
Where
You know
to
what I mean?
Berserk's great.
Yes.
But for context, can you tell us a little bit about what Berserk is? Because I'm also quite curious.
What
Just
Berserk is.
try not to spoil it. I mean, if there's anything, but
In a
like,
nutshell, it's,
I'll let Isaac.
it's just dark. I mean, okay, the genre is dark fantasy, right?
Dark fantasy.
But
the
dude,
best.
this guy, the main character, Guts, right? Let's just put it this way, okay? Just to lure the viewers in. He doesn't. there's no light in his life. Like as the story progresses, right? He is just still
A ball of sadness.
yeah, it's a ball of sadness. Yeah,
A ball of fury.
yes, like that. You don't see happiness for like in this story. It's very difficult to find like happiness for the characters.
It's almost
themselves.
sadistic. Yeah.
Yeah, it really
Like
is almost.
Kentaro
I'm
made
getting-
his character.
Yeah. But the art, I mean,
It's insane.
lah.
It's insane.
So, I mean, for some of you, if you want to go on a trip, about lessons, I guess, Berserk is definitely one to take note.
If you think your life sucks, that means you haven't read Berserk lah.
Boom.
Basically,
Exactly, right? Yo.
basically that lah.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so that was your favorite anime/manga.
Yep.
The next one will be an underrated anime/manga. Underrated.
Your personal opinion.
Underrated lah. I think I'll go with Osama ranking lah. That's my most.
Okay. Oh yes.
That might not be the most underrated, but that's like personally because I'm biased like that lah. Like I love Osama ranking. I feel like it's a very wholesome anime lah. I thought it's like it takes like those fantasy kingdom fairy tale. It is a cartoon lah. It's a cartoon anime, like and it just takes a very emotional turn lah. The entire show, there's a lot of waves of emotions about a young kid who is actually like. This is not spoilers because it's already out in episode 1. He's deaf and he's.
If you haven't watched it, then what are you doing right now?
Yeah, man. Like, come on, man. But yeah, he's deaf and mute. He's deaf. Okay, he's actually not deaf because he can read people's lips, but nobody knows. So everyone assumes he's deaf and mute. And so you can probably imagine what comes next lah. Everyone's really realistic with him.
Yeah.
He's a kid going to be a king, but nobody thinks he's up for it. And then he goes on a journey to prove everyone wrong lah. And still being the kind-hearted boy he is lah. Like. But yeah, I think it's a very wholesome anime, super underrated. Please watch it, man.
Yeah, Marcus is a huge fan of the show. I remember when it first came out, he was telling me a lot about it, and then he told me about it. Go check it out, and it is very, very.
The good part is it's nothing deep. Anyone can watch it. It's not like a Quiet Taste or all that. It's just a very wholesome anime law. It's like if you love Disney shows, if you love like those Spirited Away, like in Singapore, the most popular is Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli, everyone watches that as a kid. If you like those, like you wouldn't not like it at 25, at 35, at 45. You still like it one because it's damn good. Give it a try. Yeah. Osama ranking, man. Ranking of kings.
Okay, so that was underrated. Now the next question may be a bit controversial, but like we said, disclaimer, all opinions are Marcus's one. There's no right or wrong, okay?
No right or wrong.
An overrated anime/manga.
Let's go. Just say only. Tell them.
Ooh, my boy Nashon, if you're watching this.
Sorry.
Like I've been slandering this one badly, man. Oh, okay. Disclaimer. It's good. I think it's good. I think it's great. But this one's tough. I think I would have to say. Oh, Isaac's gonna kill me for this. Look at him.
No.
Look at him.
Oh no!
I already know.
Oh no!
I think it would be FMA.
Oh! Interesting thing.
Okay.
Interesting.
Why?
Okay.
Why my opinion might not be.
No, but interesting.
Is that Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
Yes.
was-
Yeah. Oh, hey, wow. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, not bad. Okay, but yeah, because I just can't bring myself to watch it. The animation, the art style. Isaac's like, okay, I need to watch it.
Actually, interesting. At first, I thought you were gonna say One Piece, so I was bracing myself.
Oh, no lah, I'll never go there lah. No, One Piece is great. You know why I'm on episode 22 lah. I'll never, even as a salty Naruto fan, I'll probably say it in my Twitter burner account lah, not here lah.
But FMA, just art style, story.
Wow, people are gonna show hate comments. Your first hate comments podcast.
Personal opinion, man. Personal opinion.
No hate on your man.
No.
Like it's number 1 on Mel, on myanimelist.com. But yeah, it's been number 1 even Attack on Titan. So the world's most in demand show, like despite the genre, still cannot top for so many years because the fan base is going strong lah. I heard the storyline is really good, but at the same time, also here's generically good. Is that if that's the best? But yeah, Isaac, I want to hear Isaac's opinion.
No, because interesting take. I mean, like what Marcus said, I think FMA, I think specifically Brotherhood itself. Obviously, I mean, prior to Brotherhood, they actually did an early 2000s version, 2001 version. So that one it didn't follow the manga specifically, the 2001 version. But shoutouts to the opening theme.
It's good. The
nice.
songs are good. Songs are good. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give all the FMA fans that.
Yeah, but anyways, so okay, we don't talk about the 2001 version lah, because apparently I don't know why, but the anime community,
Don't acknowledge.
yeah, they don't acknowledge the 2001 version. They feel like, oh, Brotherhood is like the best, and I feel like okay,
They just keep telling us, hey, skip bro. Don't watch
which okay, I feel like this one really a bit difficult to see. I mean, as much as I would still think.
You know why they say that? No?
Why?
Because they say in Brotherhood, right?
Oh.
They'll keep recapping the 201 versions for you in the stories in 201
okay.
in Brotherhood. So to some people where
It's quite repetitive. In some
to them, nowadays people they watch movie through TikToks, like the summary videos.
Damn. And
Yeah,
then
so they like
that's
it. Okay, I got 5 minutes for you. To
This
have
is
me
the
sold.
breakdown.
To have me sold.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like the short attention span right now, lah.
Right.
So I feel like I don't think it's the case 10 years ago, but I think that's the case now. Mhm.
Yeah, I think at least
That opinion, at least.
for the 2001 version, because I think for people who are fans of a certain series lah, they would want the material of the anime to follow very closely to the manga. So for the 01 version, it just deviated on its own line lah. So towards the end, they created an anime only character like for like the main antagonist, if I remember correctly. But with that being said, I feel like Brotherhood was good. Like if you ask me to compare, yes, I do think Brotherhood is better than 01's version. But I don't think the 01's version is terrible by any standard. I feel like it's pretty good. So I think do check it out. But Brotherhood,
Okay, I don't think it's bad. Let me just.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I just think it's overrated. You know what I mean?
yeah, okay, like 200 people
I don't think it's
hyping
bad.
it up, like,
It
seriously.
can't be number one on
Fair,
MAL
fair,
and you
yeah.
say it's bad, right? Like
Yeah.
like that. How wrong must I be?
got some parts really also will bring you to like tears.
The One Piece moment lah. One Piece bring
One
you to
Piece
tears.
moments
Oh,
all.
okay,
Okay. But
okay.
FMA can lah.
Sensitive lah.
Fair.
Fair.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
did we ask all?
No.
Should I say also my just to stir the pot?
Tell us. Wait,
again,
this is your overrated.
favorite anime. Like
Okay.
I answer what Marcus answered lah.
Because they're actually just the same person, you know.
My turn.
Oh.
Oh.
No. So favorite. Okay, again, it's not the best. Like, it's just my personal favorite.
Okay.
Just like I said, like One Piece. One Piece, just on a personal level, I think, yes, people shit on its art style and which I think Oda tries his best lah to make it not so serious. But the fight scenes though all quite intense, like especially the art style also. But man, world building, story with emotions, like things that when you look back now, dude, don't even say you look back at the anime scenes or even the manga scenes. To a point where sometimes I watch YouTube, right? I watch the voice actresses doing the famous scenes, bro. I fucking cry, dude. So I think for me, like in that sense, One Piece, like, and apparently I think it's going to end in like 3 years. So
Yeah, because like Oda's like announced 2 years ago that it will end in 5 years.
correct.
And now
So-
he's still on that same timeline. 2 years later,
I
it's still
know.
3 years. So,
Dude,
okay
the guy is insane lah. So
Oh, it's Kinley well scheduled.
so yeah, favorite one is One Piece, but shout out Steins Gate, man.
Oh,
Steins Gate, man.
okay.
Steins Gate
Yeah,
for
Steins Gate's damn
anime.
good.
That one
Oh,
really boom.
That one is, I think it's you recommend me one.
Steins Gate.
Oh, so good.
24 episodes.
Some people say they
Boring. They
they're
say
boring
they
because
drop-
they're watching documentary.
Yeah, bro.
But no way.
But I understand because the
Wow.
first half of the series is like 24 episodes. The first 12.
That's a very tough.
No.
That's a very,
Correct.
what kind of argument is
Understand because shout outs to Kyrie back in 2011. He introed Steins Gate to me.
It's like you tell me, hey, this pot
Yeah.
of food is gonna be good. You just need to get to the middle, But the front just sucks. You just have to get through it.
No,
it does
no,
suck.
but they say it's
Yeah.
like a documentary. It's like they don't go like, oh, you see this alligator there. They don't do
Yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It's
You know,
not. Yeah.
documentary
It's a
is
very
so
slow
boring.
burn.
That's next level boring.
Correct. This is a slow burn. Like
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
makes sense. Like once you go to the other half, you're like, oh, then
Yeah,
it's one of the
man.
animes where I feel like the ending itself is very. There's no what do you call that, loopholes. There's no.
Mm.
It's a good ending
It's
where you cannot
ti-
question.
Okay, it's about time travel lah.
Yes.
Okay, not really a spoiler because you'll find
Correct.
out. But yeah, it's done so well.
It's
ah.
so well.
It's one of the
Correct.
top few one I see like
You cannot like
covering the time
correct,
travel
yes.
concept.
Usually
yeah.
people will just it up, but
Mm.
Steins Gate does it well. Boom.
Yeah, man.
Then
That was
underrated. Wow, shit, underrated. Wow, now underrated. What you said was underrated? Oh, Osama, right?
Osama.
Not Bin Laden. Osama ranking. Wow, underrated. Oh my gosh. Underrated.
Tough, right?
Wow, okay.
This is not Spitfire. This
Spitfire.
Spitfire
This one went on
for
for a bit long already.
this Spitfire for 15 minutes because it's tough questions.
Yeah,
it's
but
legit tough questions.
Disclaimer, now that I don't know, don't really have much attention span to actually sit down and like consume like anime in its entirety or like a series lah. So I would probably have to recommend like a manga. Underrated I'm just kidding. Hey, y'all thought I was gonna say Tokyo Revenge. No,
Bro, you had me, sir.
No.
I'm gonna go on.
No. Wow, underrated. Wow, shit.
Why are you making me want to change my answer from FMA,
Hey.
from FMA to...
Underrated. Actually, to be fair, manga wise, okay. If we were to say about Shonen Jump, like the main one, right? We take away One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, all the big names, My Hero, all the big names. Wow, y'all should check out this series called. Okay, on Jump itself, the mainline Shonen Jump. 2 series y'all should check out.
Hey guys, don't laugh. It's tough question, man.
Really?
I kid y'all not. This is one of the toughest questions you can ask.
2 series that
anime
there are
fans.
now so far no anime yet, but manga. But I'm sure confirm got anime. The next pillar in line, I think to don't say pillar.
Isaac is really updated with all the Jump series.
No, but Blue Box and Sakamoto Days. Blue Box and Sakamoto Days.
Yes.
These 2 you really have to. You have to go and read it first. Trust me, I think at least by next year, confirm got anime. Confirm. Next year, hopefully. And Shonen Jump also got Jump Plus.
Jump Plus,
They're
yes.
digital, and a lot of people now they say that Jump Plus is like literally taking over the Shonen Jump already because of its crazy titles, and they have a lot more freedom lah.
No, they're
genre.
not with Boruto on it.
Oh!
You see or not? Like I watch Boruto every week, but I slender it every week. Why? Because I'm such a sim for as a Naruto fan. Like
You have to bring that love through lah.
yeah, I gotta keep it real, but I still have to show love.
Love
you
is
know
pain.
how? Yeah, love is pain. How twister is that? Don't be a Naruto fan. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Naruto is great, right?
Yeah, Naruto's great. Naruto's great.
But on Jump Plus, done. Done. Really, trust me. Just go read done. You won't regret. Everything you look out for in a manga, love, comedy, slice of life, sci-fi, action, all into one. You wonder how they do it? Done.
I don't know about you, but I'm sold lah. I go home read.
Confirm. Now only I think
I'll go
got
home
50 plus chapters only, so can just read. Boom.
Solid.
Okay. And then overrated Demon Slayer. Anyway, moving on.
I better faster move on.
So anyway, how's your day?
Never mind. Don't need to elaborate.
Oh dear. Please.
Hey, you're supposed to keep it. You're supposed to keep it like PG-13 friendly. All the 13-year-olds. You slender, they are all anime.
Yeah, but guys, the animation is good. Story work. Anyway, moving on. Continue. Back to Marcus.
Okay, back to Marcus. What's the last anime/manga you saw/read? The last one.
I think it was when I was eating my runny egg yolk just now.
Oh.
No, runny egg transparent, not even egg white. Because I didn't even cook it until it's white.
You crack, then you just take out.
No lah, like, don't even talk about that, man. Bad lah. That's why I was late here, guys. I was working late here.
It's okay, boom.
But it was Spy X Family.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
Spy Family.
Yeah,
also
man,
on
it's damn
Jump
good.
Plus. It's good.
Really damn good.
Watch it also.
Yeah, it's cute, it's funny, it's cute and it's funny and it's wholesome and it's
The
cute.
Anya, they keep doing the memes on.
She
her.
cool, yeah.
She cool, yeah.
Yeah, she cool. She's cute, she's cool, she's everything you want
Spy
as a
Family, man.
daughter. Spy Family, man. Spy
Okay.
Family.
An anime you skipped but later found out was amazing.
Oh,
Dun dun dun.
what is it?
Then he said Demon Slayer.
Then end of podcast. The roll credits.
No, but serious, can I say?
No. Hey, but if it is, then
Basket, you now I feel insulted.
If it is the door, is that right?
yeah.
let me
Why something
think,
you skip, but then after you watch it, Not bad eh?
Wow, this is damn good. This is a damn good question. I think it's Villain. Oh my god. Villain. Yes. Shout out to Nashon again lah. That's my boy.
Okay.
He's the one that keep trying to put me on Villain. But what I watched in the end?
Vinland Saga.
Yeah, Villain Saga.
Let's go.
What did I watch in the end? That come out at the same time. I watched Demon Slayer. It came out. It came out at the same time. Then you know what I did or not?
What do you do?
Blasphemous eh.
Oh.
I watched Demon Slayer. And I didn't watch Vinland. I watched Vinland episode 1. I said, oh yeah, this is what Viking BS. Yeah, that's how uncultured I was.
But you found the path. You found the light.
I found the path, man. Like, Vinland is coming out. It's coming out. Season 2 coming out. It's gonna blow everyone. Blow what? Demon Slayer away. What? Blow. Yeah, man. Vinland Saga lah. Vinland Saga.
Let's go.
Please watch. It's like, to me, Berserk 1, Vinland 2, Vagabond 99. No lah. I never watched.
Wow.
I don't know.
Vagabond.
I don't know.
Boom.
Vagabond fans don't. I'm just talking.
You know what sensei. Boom.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Fair.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but I'm just very worried. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll move on to like less anime manga ones. But like, how about your favorite musician? And then also the soundtrack of.
Hey, I need to get paid for this. This is so tough. Oh, I have so many.
Like always imagine, okay, you're going on an island, right? Then you can only listen to songs from one artist.
That's the thing. The one I like, cannot listen every day lah. I'll be depressed,
Okay, which is?
Which is Puma Blue.
Shout out to Puma Bloom if you're watching.
What?
Puma Blue, man.
Okay.
Got me through some tough times.
Okay. That's good enough. Don't worry. Oh dear.
Thanks, guys.
Uh,
Puma Blue.
okay. Favorite snack?
I think it will be the childhood. A bit. I think it's everyone's favorite lah. But you know the whales.
The polar snack? The whale?
The one inside got chocolate.
No. The
Vic, you know, got whale.
it's a whale one. The white whale. Then got yellow color seasoning one.
Is it?
Do you know which one? How can you not know? It's the most OG snacks, yeah.
White whale with yellow seasoning.
I need to search.
Yeah, can you search now?
Yes, please.
What?
They will feel like, oh my god, how did I not know it?
White whale with yellow seasoning.
White
I only know the
whale.
Ecoland, the Zooland.
We are same age. I didn't even know. White whale Singaporean snack.
Yeah, you're same.
I only know Zooland, Ecoland.
How can you not know this?
What are you gonna search?
Wow,
Whale
I went to Shopee for yours, so.
Like the whale,
Like a beach
No,
whale, like
it's
a
like
whale.
the whale, the
Oh, a wheel! Ah, the onion rings, like the
onion ring. No,
like this.
Oh.
The one.
literally this.
Hello, brother. This one why got yellow seasoning.
Got yellow seasoning. You all just never see. Okay, focus
Oh,
area.
is the piece.
I thought a whale.
It's the most OG snack.
I thought the sea creature, the whale.
Oh,
Now she got it immediately.
Oh.
yes, sir. Hey,
I call
my
it
peoples. I did.
the piece.
Hey, I'm pretty sure this snack is like way past
Yeah.
98 lah. So
Yeah,
they all have no excuse.
Yeah.
Don't. They have no excuse. They should be ashamed.
Oh,
It's a whale.
I thought it was whale, like a
Yeah,
beach
same.
whale.
I also thought it's a whale, like the sea creature, the whale.
I think it's my mask.
No. Whale, yes.
I always
That
thought-
one long, then not nice.
Yeah, long then nice. You better put it in yeah.
Understand.
Yeah, man.
Wow, I
That's
thought
my
like,
favorite
like
one.
Some new age snack then we like.
No, sia, like not that cool lah.
Okay.
Favorite game?
Favorite game
Anytime.
at the moment.
Oh.
Okay, after 5,000 years of rejecting my friends from secondary school all the way through poly, all the way through army, even army where I have so much free time. Recently, I had insomnia at 3 a.m.
Okay.
Totally like random. I downloaded Mobile Legends.
I knew it. I had it in my head.
Oh my
This one I
god,
talk to FJ.
it's a vortex, guys.
Just need to talk to FJ.
My first ever mobile game.
Yes.
It's
And I'm
ML.
hooked. I'm 24 this year, mind you. So
Never too late.
if you are
Never too late.
34, you're 44. This is your calling. This is your sign to just download, just have fun.
Boom.
Never too old, man. I'm like, you know what? Last time I just play basketball, just play sports.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't play
Oh.
game. Everyone play game. Then I'm the only one going crazy on the sports. Then now, like I'm the noob one at the game. That everyone carrying me. So maybe FJ can carry me in a game later.
No.
We'll see how. I mean, Irito. So
Wow, we we got an MM on our hands. Huh?
Yeah, man.
I have no
an
idea
MM.
what's going on.
That's me for the
Yeah, that's- yeah.
last 15 minutes,
No
actually.
idea what's going on.
Get a taste of our own medicine. FJ, come.
Okay, so that's ML. Okay, favorite non-anime movie. This is
I don't watch a lot of movies, so my lack of general knowledge
Your
is
own
quite
personal thing
it's
you
quite
watch.
could be a
jarring.
recent movie also,
Yeah.
no problem.
Recent or things you've watched before.
I think my favorite one gotta be the most basic one right
Oh,
now.
it's okay.
Why? Why? Because it's the one that just came out.
What is it?
Wherever, whenever,
Everything all at once.
everything I want.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh. I thought.
Did I say the first two words right?
I don't think that's in the title. Actually.
Basket. Okay. lor.
It's okay, we understand. We
Yeah.
understand.
you know what I mean,
Poster over here.
Okay. Yeah, we heard. Yeah.
I heard
It's
everyone
damn
all
good.
like, "Bah."
It's damn good. I think you'll love it, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's a bit like
Time travel also, right? No, sorry,
Multiverse,
multiverse.
Multiverse done well lah. And the funny thing is, right? I mean, no, not even funny. The crazy thing is, all the VFX or the FX crew it's all people who watch YouTube tutorial.
Oh, I didn't know.
So what's your excuse, guys,
Oh,
for not starting
oh.
your passion or just pursue your shit, man?
Damn.
But yeah, crazy, right? I didn't know that until my friend told me. I was like, YouTube tutorial. I also can.
Yeah, you really also can.
Yeah, that's why I see this is the energy you want to bring. You also can,
100%,
man.
As long as you got
Yeah.
a good storyline, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go check it out, man.
Please.
Favorite song of all time.
You can only listen to that song for the rest of your
Yeah.
life.
You want to pay me how much? I need to see, yeah.
Okay,
Wow,
see,
rest
see,
of
see.
my life.
Yeah.
Then everything will be just deleted off the world sound like thing. When we talk about
So
music,
dramatic.
any song they play will only play that song.
I'm gonna have a good sleep tonight. lah.
Okay.
My brain juice is sucked dry, man.
You can look through your phone.
Can lah.
Can,
Okay.
can.
Be right.
What's that on your neck?
Berserk.
Oh.
It's a Behelit, man. Shout out to Nashon again. This guy, he knows I love
It's
Berserk. So he got me a fucking Behelit.
It's almost as big
So-
as this.
Yeah, it's literally
Can you imagine you wear this on your neck?
not that big lah. It's an extra tits, yeah.
Sorry.
He didn't even notice.
I thought it was just a red thing.
Bro, it's a Behelit, bro.
Yeah,
Cause no eyes.
Yeah.
Haven't awakened yet, bro. Guts haven't left me yet.
After I saw, they're like, oh.
It's funny how FJ is the one that noticed.
No,
This guy.
I'm not even looking here, but you see, I literally looking at your neck. Then I thought something saucy. going on.
No, right here, man.
Ah.
The Behelit. Oh,
What's up? You found it?
Okay.
I haven't.
No.
But
For now, your answer would be.
for now, my answer would be Paris City Jazz. For now, Paris City Jazz. It's a house. I will play it lah. But then,
Okay, no problem. We're gonna play.
No, we'll go put the.
Oh yeah, I'll put it on there so that. Yeah, Paris City Jazz. It's a house music. Happy vibes, man. Please. Yeah, that's my favorite song at the moment.
Okay. We're getting to the end. Favorite way to unwind. Take it easy.
A punchy DJ set.
Okay.
Super punchy DJ. That's like my happiest. I mean, you've seen lah. Like I repost a lot of. I'm a bit of a techno head lah.
That's good.
So I'm always with my three other boys.
Same genre also.
Yeah, we're all into the punchy DJ. I think I'll get to that question later, but yeah, that's my next venture.
Oh, in music.
With zero musical background. What's your excuse?
Yeah, what's your excuse?
The last time I was musical, I played a flute in primary 3 leh. And I was bad. I have zero musical, but like yeah, on a serious note. Yeah, man. My next one, I'll elaborate more later.
Okay, nice. Okay, let's get to that then. Describe your perfect day.
Perfect day would be very good cocktails.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a cocktail person.
wow. Seeing so many sides of
Yeah.
Marcus, I never knew.
Me and my friend Wen Sheng, we go about lah. A lot of cocktail bars. He's been to a lot, so I'm always asking him, where's the good stuff lah? I love cocktails. I'd spend $30 on one. Yeah, exactly. I would give myself that face 2 years ago. But yeah, I realized like that's one of the perfect days lah.
If it makes you happy,
Cocktails.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
100%.
Might be a bartender. No lah, a little ambitious already.
Why not?
Bartender,
What's your
music,
excuse?
What's your excuse?
bartender. No lah. Yeah, it will be cocktail, a lot of music, a lot of dancing.
Okay.
and ending the night with KTV. I want to go back to my Chinese roots.
Let's go.
Yeah, some eggplant egg would be good.
Hey, 切子蛋 eh. Every got go.
Yes. I gotta go to that concert. That's nice. Okay.
Nice.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Wow, this one watch a lot of anime one. Confirm the superpower very complicated one.
It would be to get paid every time I answer a difficult question. No, okay. My favorite superpower.
Any superpower
Anything.
that you could have.
I think it would be to whatever I do, I can make anyone, even an alien, happy.
Aww.
Everyone will be under my control.
Oh, okay.
Not for what you think.
That's so quick.
Not for what you.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So like, make you happy, then
Do your bidding.
Yeah, man. You'll be a sim, but like a slave way.
Wait, that's not.
She's behind the camera, like, what kind of answer is that?
What anime is this?
I think I watched too much like anime,
Sign-in.
like. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's guilty.
Oh wait, what?
Oh yeah. Okay lah, basically that lah.
Cancel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
One meal you could eat for the rest of your life.
Cai fan. Easy.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Easiest question all day. Cai fan,
You know,
man.
Marcus
So
and
many
Isaac,
options.
Yeah, really alike. Eh.
Cai fan.
Cai
Like,
fan boys.
like why would you want to eat like what pasta every day? Cannot be, right. Rice is a staple. Oh.
Balance.
Yeah, she wants to eat pasta
Pasta
every
is a
day.
staple in
I
many,
can see it.
in many places in Europe.
Yeah, okay, it's like our rice. So I'll give you that, but in Singapore,
Balance
myself,
then you can pick.
you can pick every day. You pick a different
your
meat.
fiber.
Yeah. And the thing is, right, the loophole is cai fan is you just change the cook lah. Then every day got different type of cai.
True.
It's still cai fan, right? It's still cai fan.
But
right?
don't eat the cai fan at Jalan Besar.
Where?
Here, over here.
How many slenders do we have today? You might have a slender counter right here.
Okay, so that's Cai Fan. And if you weren't doing what you're doing now, what would you be doing?
If I'm not doing what I'm doing now, I'll be doing what my parents want me to do.
Oh dear, which is?
What would that
It's
be?
a very common topic, right? Like, probably as Chinese as it goes, I'll be doctor, be lawyer. And like probably just like be brain dead, then just study all the way, do all that lor. But I'm not that kind so yeah. That's why I'm like taking a gap year while all my peers are getting married.
Yes.
Oh, in good time lah.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay,
getting married leh. I'm taking a gap year leh.
Slowly lah, everyone.
Yes, yeah. So it's like
People
Yeah.
getting married. What's stopping you? What's your excuse?
What's your excuse?
my face oh.
Hey, whoa.
Self-love.
Yeah,
Self-love.
Okay, okay.
Self-love.
Okay, whoa.
A bit deep, a bit deep.
Too much.
Too much reserve.
Okay, the last one. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Funny because that's why I'm going Paris to find out,
Oh,
to
okay.
Europe to find out, experience different cultures.
Okay.
But the common answer would be Japan, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, but some people go Japan suicide, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, suddenly a bit serious. No, but yeah, because the suicide rate so high, so it's like a 5 times Singapore. So I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want Singapore times
Like,
1.
to
I wouldn't
live-
want Japan times 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it would be somewhere chill, New Zealand.
Okay.
But it's so hard to say because I haven't been there.
That's fair. That's
Right?
fair.
Am I a bandwagon? I am a bandwagon.
No, because I think
I want
what
to find out on my own though. So.
No, I think what you say is also true. Because like a lot of times, like maybe we romanticize a lot about a certain country, right?
Yeah, man.
Like as much as like someone may like Japan or whatnot or whatever country lah, but when you never personally like live
When
in
you're
a
not
place
in
for an
touch with their
extended period of
culture.
time,
Yes.
like you go there for holiday as compared to staying there, living there, this is totally different lah.
It's okay to say Singapore.
Yeah, you wanna live? Yeah,
Is it?
Oh, sorry.
Is it? Nah lah, it is lah.
it is. Boom.
Is it?
Is it? Stay tuned.
Nah lah, love Singapore, man. Can't leave this place.
Let's go.
How am I?
Okay. Very difficult to cut this one. Okay, so now we're done with the Spitfire round. Now we have
nice.
part 2. So the part 2 goes into a little bit more in depth lah, right? So starting off, what do you think about the anime scene like 10 years ago versus now? As compared to I guess maybe like people accepting it or or how it has like sort of the popularity lah, how it has it like taken over.
10 years ago, you can be an 80-year-old at your deathbed and you still cannot slender for being. Serious. He's damn savage one last time.
Hey bro, you dying ah? Otaku you.
Yes, yeah, because you otaku, who wants you watch anime?
Oh.
Then you end up like your favorite character that died in anime. Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you're so bad last time. Like
Yeah.
hear people getting bullied and like you have a story about
No bully, but like definitely I think during like 10 years ago, really like what Marcus said lah.
to everyone who got bullied.
Yeah.
It's your time now.
Yeah. Dude, it's your time to shine, yeah.
Those people didn't know what's up and they will continue to not know.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of times I think
Only specifically to those bullies.
correct.
If you don't like anime, it's okay, but you don't
Yeah,
bully
you
people for
correct,
it.
you don't go and tell people that they cannot
Yes,
do something because you don't like, you know.
Correct.
Yeah, I think back then really like there's a stigma lor. Like if you like anime, manga, you don't really go and say out. You probably have a group of friends who like it.
I actually might have witnessed a bully.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember like there was this guy, he wears specs and he said, "Hi, you probably watch anime."
Ah?
I remember, yeah, primary school.
Personally?
No, not to me lah.
You
to
saw
someone else
someone.
lah.
Oh, okay.
But cause back then, right, like I told you, I only watched Naruto, I only watched Kaicho. I still regarded them as cartoon back then. I didn't know much lah.
No.
But yeah, I think I remember stuff like that. And the kid didn't react or do anything. Like just like never do
He went
anything.
on with
Lor.
his
Yeah, that's probably the
bro.
case. You know, as a person who like anime.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
compared to now, like what
Compared
do
to
you
now-
think? Now, what's the scene like with anime?
I feel like people are more inviting, more open. Shout out to Netflix lah. I feel like
Shout outs
he's
lah.
a godfather for this generation's animes, yeah, because they put a lot of people on.
Yeah.
Because of COVID. A lot of people say it's COVID. I would say it's Netflix. Because COVID just helped like times 5, times 2 the
Accelerated
the
lah,
exposure
yeah.
rate. But Netflix brought in a lot of anime and like a lot of people started from Netflix, yeah.
The easy access also lah.
Correct. And honestly, if Netflix didn't exist and there wasn't like a statistic lah for people to see like, hey, like anime is popular,
Yeah.
like I might not have even started Kumatora, yeah. Because honestly I started Kumatora, deviate a bit back to the first few questions.
Sure.
I started Kumatora when I first went into the army because I didn't want to get allowance from my parents.
Let's go.
I've been getting allowance from my parents for the longest ma. So some people stop getting allowance at 16, 17. Then they go part-time. I didn't, yeah. I army, then I stopped getting allowance. So I decided like, okay, enough. From then on, I'm not going to take anything.
Make something of yourself lah.
Yeah, it took a while lah. It definitely took a while. Then I started to, okay, I think now, okay, I can take away a bit more of the load. Take on more of the load and like, yeah, because yeah, man. I think it's just everyone got different time lah, but yeah, man, don't take allowance already lah. Yeah.
What's your excuse?
What's your excuse?
I'm only 13. Hey, then okay, sorry. Now you stay in school.
Stay school.
Yeah. So, do you run Kumatora full time, or would you consider this still a side hustle for you?
Part time still.
Okay.
Until I can, because honestly, right now, Kumatora is just me sharing the goodies lah with people. Things that I feel like is nice, the things that I curate. But honestly, full time it will be a bit tough because I'm Kumatora, I'm not Luke Combs.
Hey, no, don't say that.
It's but yeah, because I feel like if I make this a main thing, I'm just sucking it dry, yeah. You feel me? Like this kind of culture is like I started also because out of interest ma. You know, if I have stuff I go. I can make this a main thing lah, like and make it like, you know, it can earn me a bit of money, definitely. But I feel like I like it being a side hustle. You know, stuff that's it's always like keeping it at the ground for me lah, this kind of stuff, the subculture, especially when it comes to subculture. Because I don't think like why would I call my brand myself as a flea and not a festival? You know, stuff like this, simple stuff like this, is because it's just, I feel like the branding is very important to keep people in the anime comfortable lah. Because honestly, even cosplay right now, it's not the most common thing, you know what I mean?
Sure,
it's still very niche. It's still very niche, and there are definitely still not a lot of people who understand it lah. Okay, not saying not open, but they don't understand it yet.
Yeah. I had a female friend back in poly. She got into cosplay during her poly days lah. And her then boyfriend wasn't very keen. Like what you say lah. He doesn't understand like why was she doing that?
Shacks,
like
yeah.
say like weird sia. Like why you dress up as other characters. And then it really held her back lah. You know, like
The guy confirm Chinese.
he is.
Yeah, it sounds very Chinese, yeah. Like
yeah.
I'm a Chinese.
He just-
so all my Chinese people.
But
love
he
y'all,
really wasn't
but-
very accepting of her decision or her cosplay, so she really kept that side of herself like guarded lah, you know. Then until they broke up, and she just boom, like she just went deep dive, full on cosplay, and I mean now she's married.
no one stopping her anymore.
Yeah,
lah.
no one. Her
Yeah, the
husband
floodgates
now super
open.
Her current husband's super supportive for her, so yeah, man.
FJ, what do you think about cosplays?
I never really understood, like, I'm not understood. I don't think there's anything to understand. It's just really a bunch of people who just want to dress up as the characters that they love, lah. And I don't think that is very different from anything else. I mean, even Western comics have cosplayers also.
Yes,
So
X-Men.
why do we like shit on our local people for doing like cosplay and everything? And I think what's even better is like the art and the craft that goes into
Yeah.
creating. I think that is what is most appealing about cosplay. I mean, other than the fact that they all look good, lah. But like, I really don't see a reason to shit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not that cool, lah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just don't.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it really is a form of like expression, you know, of what they actually enjoy, and they really want to physically be part of it.
Yes.
You know, and dude, shout out, mad props, man, and a lot of courage, and dude.
Yeah, I really respect cosplayers.
Dude,
and they're
100%.
damn nice,
Dude.
They were damn nice. Every time I go like, wow, I love your outfit. Thank you. And then like, they're so harmless. They're just doing what they do. They don't disturb people.
Exactly.
You know, they always ask questions like, are we allowed here?
Yeah.
Can we come here? You know, like they're very self-aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I had a lot of fun. That's why, back to why I call it a flea all this. Is so because I think it's very real lah. You know, whatever you just talk about is damn real. So I do think it's a bit sensitive. Now is I think the younger people, right, they're damn open right now. So it's not more about them.
Right.
I feel like it's more about the older cosplayers.
100%.
I do feel because they were subjected to whatever 10 years ago was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The young ones, I'm not too worried about them because good for them. But the older ones definitely. So I try to keep it very on the ground. I didn't want to give off a very corporate vibe. So even after the event, I didn't post anything about the event yet. It's a bit funny lah, like, you know, some people say, but I will definitely post about it when you ask me, right, will there be a second Rakuen? I say yes, man. I'll probably post it back then to Rara a bit lah, you know. If y'all like the first one, please come to the second one, man. But yeah, like, I just want people to soak up the event, let them remember how it felt lah. Then if they remember, good. Then when the second event come, oh, I remember the first one. The first one was, to some people, whether they think it's good, whether they think it's bad, you know, everyone have their own experience when they come here. And like, I wish it's in the plans, but I wish the second one will come soon because I really enjoy interacting with a lot of people then. This fella surprised me that day. Dude. I was so surprised to see him, like he just
had to go down, man. Had to go support my boy, man.
Like I come down the third day of Lugam. He come down my very first personal event, like personal. Wow, it's very.
I did. I got Yamato. Man. I got Yamato from One Piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Shoutouts, man.
I was selling that. Yeah, man. You show love, man.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, Yamato, my ultimate motivation to start One Piece.
Yeah, man.
If y'all want the motivation to complete 1,000 episodes, it's right here lah.
I mean,
it's in the form of powers,
Boom.
Yeah.
But really, like, shout out to Marcus. I think, like, I mean, we said earlier lah, the event, even for myself, when I went to, you know, surprise Marcus also, it was just wow. When just the get go when we entered, I was just like, wow, crap, damn, like insane, you know. So, and obviously when I left the place, it just felt like more and more people are actually coming in, you know. And this was very close, like evening.
You came at a good time.
About to bomb. It was nuts, lah. So we'll definitely look forward to, you know, let us know when Rakuen 2.
Man, stay tuned.
Coming.
Follow us on
all
SG.
the socials, all here and down below.
Yeah, man.
So while doing this, like Kumatora, you know, pursuing your side hustle, right? What does your family or loved ones like think about what you do? Even now with like the gap year and also that.
I think they are more surprised lah. Huh? 你卖旧衣服也是可以赚钱? I say yeah lah, 可以啦. Because people like it ma. So basically, translation is, you sell this kind of shirts, can earn money ah? I say yeah, can. Why not? If people like it, then they buy lah. If there's people who don't like it, then they don't buy. Yeah, just happens to be more people who want to buy lah. So that's why I'm surviving. But yeah, and I'm glad lah, cause a lot of people come up to me with very warm messages like, "Wow, thanks for bringing it in." I remember like 3 years back, like people will message, "Oh, finally got anime store in Singapore that sells t-shirts or actually merch," because they always see is all those figurines. It's not something wearable. It's nothing apparel.
Right.
So yeah, then they were like, "Wow, please bring in more this kind of thing." So like it really.
Warms your heart
I'm
also
glad.
lah.
Yeah, it warms my heart, and I'm just glad I can bring something different to the table. You know what I mean? Because
Understand.
yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. I think adding on that, like receiving messages from just people telling you. It's sort of like a pat on the back.
Y'all can relate lah.
And no,
definitely.
in a sense, I feel like really
You give that to us.
correct. Exactly. It's really a pat on the back and just pushes you to do better also.
Yeah, man.
So boom. Do you have any doubts during like this period of time, like when running Kumotora or even like during your gap year? Any doubts about what you do? Do you question yourself? And what were some of your thoughts?
I think no, sir. Not really.
Okay.
Not much of doubts because I do think I acquired a bit of an eye over the years about what people really like and what people don't like. Shout out to all the customers who share their opinions with me on what they like and what they bring in. They want me to bring in like I always listen on, and I start to know what people like, what people would like to buy. So I'll just bring in all those lor. But yeah, like other than that, no, yeah, not much of a struggle. I have fun doing it, and I'll continue. Hopefully, I continue to have fun doing it.
That's nice.
Until it's not lah, then I'll move on to another venture.
That's fair.
But yeah.
That's fair. So what has been the most like challenging part of your journey like so far? Be it like Kumotora or even just your own personal like gap year and
I
whatnot.
think the most challenging part is back then. I think it was army also. A lot of stuff going on. I think it's about balancing personal life and also you want a side hustle to go on, make money. Sometimes life can get in the way lah. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's very normal for everyone also. Everyone has personal things going on. Things get pushed back. Things get delayed. You want to pursue your dream, then shit happens lah. Life happens, and then before you know it, you're pursuing it 5 years later, as opposed to 1 year later. Stuff like that happen. I think it has definitely happened to me as well, but no longer lah. Just thank God for that lor. Yeah.
Nice. So tell us what are some of your like future goals and your own personal goals on a personal level.
Yes, the one we're talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
You mentioned something about like a music thing.
Yes, because I have zero musical background. I have a lot of very talented music friends. Like very, very talented music friends. I've got to know people who are like have their own bands and all. So yeah, like I'm not musical at all. I appreciate good music.
Okay.
But I really, really, really want to DJ. Yeah, that was but then I spent months thinking like, wow, I have zero musical backgrounds. Yeah, come back. I always have I go back to that flute reference. I sucked at the flute at primary 3. But I might not suck at DJing, ma. So I try to hype myself up.
What's your excuse?
What's my excuse? What's my excuse? Yeah, so I want to give it a go at DJing because I'm, like I said before, I'm a techno hit. So I really want to give it a go. That's my next venture lah.
Do it, man.
Yeah, man. I haven't step 1. Haven't even do step 1, but step 0 first. Motivate.
Ideation.
Hype yourself out,
ideation.
man.
100%.
Ideation. Help yourself out, man. Yeah.
So would you say that's like the most like immediate like goal at least?
Yes, the most immediate goal right now.
Personal level lah.
It's still a side thing, like
Yeah.
something like
Just
I want
wanna
to spin. I want
try.
to try. I want to give it a try because I also think I'll be spinning something Singapore doesn't really have.
Oh.
I'll say it's more Europe, more I'm going to Paris soon also for 3 weeks, all around Europe to experience the culture there also. And yeah, DJing, man. Hopefully
In
few years later,
in a gig near you, playing a set in a club near you.
Neverland. No lah.
Hey!
Hey, they want to be
Singapore
far lah. I wish. No lah, but
Soon, maybe.
yeah, hopefully. Who knows what will happen.
And then lastly, where can the people find you? Or your socials, Kumotora, and whatnot.
Yeah, man.
Where else? Yeah. What do you want to plug also? Yeah.
I can plug. I don't know. Okay, I want to plug my vendors because 1, they are very nice people. 2, they are very nice people. So that's all. It's just that. Quinton from Otaku Hoodies, he sells custom hoodies. He's a nice guy, lovely anime hoodies. So check him out. The Gold Collection sells all your favorite figurines like this, but much better ones.
Boom.
My brother Fraser lah, and also Jewel, who's also my designer, who sells one of the best, no, not one of the best, the best anime acrylic painting in Singapore. Yes, the best, no debate. Okay, so at Abo Babo Arts, yeah, those people, man. And yeah, if I cater a bit to the Loop Gums and Stakeout audience, Loop Gums audience lah more. I actually have a vintage anime page. So if y'all want to find out more about vintage anime tees, y'all need help with tags and identifying fakes and reals. Like I've been doing this quite a while lah. So I have a lot of vintage, really really vintage anime tees. So if y'all like, just hit up Muko Fuku.
Boom. Over here.
Yeah, man. My archive page.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice. And that's the end of the whole podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate your time. Thank you. The audience, I guess you all can, take the advice over here and, just go back, run it through and ask yourself what's stopping you.
What's your excuse?
Yes.
What is your excuse?
What's your excuse, man? Thanks for tolerating my loose mask.
No. All good, man. Actually, from outside, you look like a bird. Like a big.
Yeah, I know. Everyone say that. I know I gotta look like that, but I rather look like a bird than.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, man.
So thank you, Marcus, for the time, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yes, please.
Boom.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
Bird out.